Welcome to Math 60. So I'm just going to take you through what this class looks like a little bit, some of the important stuff. And I'm making this video in the winter, about halfway through the term that I'm in right now, and so some of the dates over here, are not maybe what you're going to see on when you take the class. Anyway, when you get into the class, these are all folders called modules. And you know what? Let's start over here on assignments. When you click on assignments, it's going to tell you everything due in the course right here. Okay, upcoming assignments, and then past assignments that are past due that they've already come and gone. It's going to say how much or when it's due, the time of day it's due, and how many points. Now I'm signed in as me, not as a student. That's why I've got 0 points for everything. So don't let that happen to you. Anyway, so this will be a real great way to keep track of what's going on. Now each of these is a link, but the assignment is not. If you click on it, that doesn't take you to the assignment. It just says this tool needs to be loaded in a new browser. Oh, let's see, what did I? Oh, that's right. I guess I did set that up. Excellent. And then it takes you to WebAssign for the regular homework assignments. And that's where the homework will be. Online homework on WebAssign. In conjunction with the homework is the grades. Right there. And this will tell you, just what you've got on each assignment. Once again, I've got all zeros. That's not going to be the case for you. And here it tells you the due dates and all that. Most of the action, though, is under Home. Back to these modules here. So the first one, the junk drawer, says Start Here. Okay, right at the beginning. And it has some important things here for you to read and do. Now, I'm not in the habit of giving extra credit, but I do give a couple forms of extra credit right off the bat, right there. So these are some things that are important for you to look through and to take care of, okay? And to not wait on, just get right on it. Okay, so if we go back to the home page, that was Start Here. The course intro, that's what you're listening to right now. WebAssign, this is how you'll access the homework and the textbook. Okay, unless of course you have an online textbook, or a hard copy textbook, then you can access it that way as well. But this is how you'll do it. Now, when you first click on this, it's going to give you 3 choices. It's going to say, hey, continue with the free 2-week trial. Okay, that's cool. And you have full access during that to everything. Another option is purchase access right now with a credit card online. Okay, if you want to do that, that's great. And another final option is enter an access code that you already purchased. So you can purchase the access code at the TVCC bookstore. It'll be the same price or close enough as what you would pay online. Be that as it may, you will need that access code, because the class is 10 weeks long and the free trial only lasts 2 weeks. So you need that access code. And no late homework. Texting, under Start Here, one of the things was texting. Set up your phone for texting so we can get a hold of each other more easily. Particularly like if you stop coming to class because you had to leave town for family emergency or whatever, I can still get a hold of you to help you out. And you can still get a hold of me nice and easily. And you can use your calculator in every test, just no cell phones or stuff that connects to the internet. Click here under Important. Okay, and that says check your TVCC email every day. Now let's be honest, most of the time nothing interesting is going to be there, but sometimes there will be, and you'll be glad you saw it immediately rather than a week or 2 or 3 later. So check that every day. Here's a little video about me. You can see just how old I'm getting or whatever. Hey, look at this. I don't remember what this is. Feel free to use the library. Oh, it should say down below. particularly Borman TV. Okay. I wonder what that is. Let's take a look. But not just yet. We'll check that out in just a moment. The next thing to look at is the schedule. And that schedule is basically like you saw under assignments. Okay, so you can click on that and just make sure you stick to the schedule. And speaking of schedules, off to the right, it'll tell you, what's coming up in the near future. Okay. So, just make sure you stay on top of things. Don't get behind. Getting behind is incredibly painful. You should read through the syllabus. Okay, some of the highlights are that the class is out of 1,000 points, or 1,000 points, and so each assignment is worth 20 points or whatever it's worth, and tests and everything are worth different amounts. And so, if you go under grades, it's pretty easy to tell, how you're doing so far at any given time. But make sure you read through the syllabus, because I know a lot of it's boring, but just read through it one time, highlighting and underlining important things, because you'll find that useful, because in a college class, the syllabus, that's referred to frequently as the contract between the student and the teacher, except you don't get to set the terms. Now, because this is an online class, you will be taking your tests either in a TVCC testing center in Ontario or Caldwell, or, and by the way, I work in Caldwell, or you will be taking your tests with a test proctor set up by the testing center. So if you're not going to be taking your tests on TVCC campuses, then click on this, and that'll take you through real quick how to set up a test proctor. So you can take your tests elsewhere. Now, the final exam review, that's basically the final exam, which is worth a lot of points. So we give you the test. The only difference between this and the actual test is the numbers are different in the problems, but that's it. Other than that, it's the same thing. So, as we get to, when we're about 3 weeks out from the final exam, you really ought to be going through that as often as you can. Just like with the texting, you'll want to navigate to this page with your phone and set up TVCC alerts. Those are really nice. That's not for this class, that's just for the whole college, but you don't want to drive all the way here from Emmett or whatever on a snow day and find out that classes are canceled after you get here. It'd be nice to know beforehand. Or maybe it's not a snow day, maybe there's an active shooter, or maybe the electrical isn't working, and there's some reason why the campus is closed. Okay, so sign up for that, and of course it's free. It's easy. Okay, the next module, I've got some videos here. These are just different kinds. I've got study skills videos, motivational videos. I have nothing to do with math, just like when you're like, oh my gosh, I'm just struggling, I need to pick me up. These are nice short little things. And then I've got some fun videos, all kinds of weird stuff, going all the way back to Who's on First, and stuff that's a bit more contemporary, like Charlie the Unicorn. I guess that's like 10 years old now. Anyway, and then how to read a textbook. These are just quick little videos I made. They're like less than 5 minutes. But that will definitely help you with learning how to be more successful in math. Because if you're in this class, that means you probably have several math classes to go. Additional assistance, I've got a few extra things in here you can look through at your leisure. Some of these, like test anxiety, cell phone anxiety habits, those are just short little articles. They're not very long, that can help you out. Most of it is mathematical in nature, and you can dig through those at your leisure. And you should look through these things. Some of them you'll be like, okay, I'm not going to use that again, and that's fine. But some of them you will, so you really need to look through them. Now, after that, we jump down to the library, and then here's the library, and everything in the library is free. The thing that most of my students use is Borman TV, because it tells you exactly which videos to look at for which sections in the book. So, please feel free to use Borman TV. I've got plenty of videos that I've made to help you out. Okay. Now, if those don't work for you, that's fine. Find something that does. It won't hurt my feelings. Major websites. These are websites that have a lot of options on them. A lot of different things. So, and they're all free. So please feel free to use these guys, or at least try them out, see if you like them. And then games, these are websites for each section of the course, and for the most part, I found games to go to like learning games to help you learn how to do this algebra. And then study.com and EdReady is more stuff. Anyway, anytime you've got a question, okay, you can email me, you can call me on my office number, or you can text me. All my contact information is at the beginning of the syllabus, or just on the college website. But don't get behind, and if you have a question, get it answered. Whether you go to one of our math labs in Caldwell or Ontario, or if you come see me, or email me, or text me, or whatever. Get those questions answered. Make sure you are successful. You're undoubtedly aware that online math classes are not exactly the easiest classes in the world, so don't make it harder for yourself by procrastinating. Just jump right into it, start immediately, don't wait till tomorrow, and let's get the job done. Okay? If you have any questions, you can always contact me. Let's have a great term together.